But now I get around the room. And as I said, the best names dwell here every week. Gary Lyons in the house.
Hello, Jim.
Very nice to see you guys.
Nice to see you.
Oh,
I've seen you for all of the day.
That's it. And some nice feedback on Crosby the dog. And didn't he impress?
I've had a couple of offers already, Jim.
Already?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dog food.
Beautiful.
Sponsorship.
Oh, right. I thought he meant for the actual dog.
Oh, I can take
To
the dog
purchase.
too.
Footy show last night. Massive tipping dog was actually Gary's own pooch. Burmese mountain dog.
Bernese
mountain dog.
Yep.
Very nice. Hello to you, Chief. We
Hello,
only
Jim.
see you once I get to see you twice a week, but footy
often.
we see you once a week.
Yeah, we do. And I tell you what, Jim, I'm looking forward tonight. I've also
Yes.
got a topic that needs to be discussed as well.
Nice.
I believe there's an issue involving the hierarchy of one top 8 club
Oh.
that has caused great friction within and could cause a big problem this weekend.
Sheepers, right. I'll look forward to that. Hello, Purple.
Hello, JB and Chief and Gaz, and that's an intriguing start to the show, Chief.
Well, you want to go with it
Normally
now,
you
Chief?
tell me what you're going to go with.
Well, Warrior, sometimes, you know what, you just got to back yourself in.
Well,
we won't
does it
go-
involve
you wanna
a
go
club?
with it now,
No,
Chief?
we won't go with it yet. You'll finish your introductions.
Does it
Well,
involve
no,
a
they're
club
done now, Chief.
with one of the connections of these two men?
Well, it'll hardly be mine if it's a top 8 club.
Well, okay, it's down to one. Does it involve someone in this room?
It could well do.
Well, go with it.
Do you want
Chief.
to run with it now,
Run
Jim?
with it
Off
now,
the
Chief.
top.
I'll go with it off the top.
I've got to show you some a picture, Warrior, that you can perhaps describe for me.
Oh, no. How's this good radio, Chief?
Oh, tell me what you're looking at.
On Twitter.
Looking at a man eating some food.
And who is that man?
Looks like our leader.
James Brayshaw. Two things wrong with this photo, Wolf.
What is it?
One,
Yeah, I can see what's
this
wrong
was taken on the training track while the players are training. Why?
That's a no.
Why is the chairman on the track? Watch from the
Oh,
sidelines,
that's
Jim.
where I was.
Watch from the
Chief,
sidelines.
That's where I was
Two,
on the
Gaz.
sidelines.
Yep.
Two.
Two, yes.
One thing, there's an unwritten rule that you do not eat in front of the players while they're training out on the track.
100%, Chief. Right behind you.
He's shoving food into his guts in front of the players, waltzing out on the track like he owns the joint. And I know that it has caused a little bit of unrest within
So what you're telling
the inner sanctum in the footy department.
What you're telling me is on the back of one of their worst performances for
Correct.
the year, the chairman's wandered out with a Gob-Full,
Correct.
sat in the middle and just stuffed his face.
Correct.
So let me say this. Firstly, nowhere near the middle.
Give you a right of
You
Nowhere
were
near
on
the
the
middle.
oval.
No, I was not. I was on the
Were
boundary.
you on the grass?
On the boundary. Oh, Gary. This
Yes,
is-
yes, he was
Gary,
on the grass.
This is Arden Street. It's not the MCG. This is where we
Yes,
trained.
He's on the grass.
So,
Wouldn't
and
matter.
I was on the
Wouldn't
boundary.
matter if it was
and
Hill
Gary,
or Park. Jim.
like I've
You
always
don't
said,
wander out.
I'm allowed to go wherever I want.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
So
that's the
firstly.
problem.
And secondly,
Oh, that's-
Gary, the players were over the other side, and I had to
Jim.
very quickly speak to our senior coach. And let me tell
What you
you,
don't understand.
let me tell you this. This is how... Purple, I'm going to aim this at you instead of these buffoons. This is how bad it's got, all right? I'm standing on the chalk of the boundary. I needed to have 20 seconds with Brad Scott about something he and I both have to do.
Office.
I then
Yeah,
said...
after training, I would have
What
thought.
office
Jeez.
is it for?
Oh, yeah, because I had to go to work in 5 minutes.
Well, get
so,
there earlier.
What happened, Purple, is I then had to go and get someone. So paranoid was I because of all of the cameras there that someone had seen me on the ground. I had to go and get one of the trainers and said, could you please go and get Brad
Summoned
and
the
bring
coach.
him over here
While he was
because I've got to
training. While he was
sort out.
training.
No, they hadn't started training yet
Unbelievable.
because I need to speak
They
to
were out there
So anyway,
training.
Scotty
I
comes.
think you're digging a bigger hole, Jim.
Yeah.
I think,
50
I think you should stop talking.
This is what happened.
You've run out of
Scotty runs
I'm
50
on your side normally.
metres over to me.
Made the
And-
coach run.
And you know what he
Distracted.
says when he comes over?
Distracted.
This is how bad it is. You know what he says when he comes
better
over?
start
What do you
He
want?
said, mate,
Who are you?
What do you
why
want?
didn't you come out and tell me whatever the hell it is you want to tell me? I said, because there are 3 cameras here,
That's right.
and the F-wits I work with,
That's exactly
if I
right.
go out and speak to you, will carry on like this.
That's
So he said, so I have to come all the way over to you. I said, I'm sorry, mate, you do. And for 20 seconds we discussed what we needed to discuss,
Ordering
and
the
then he
coach
went
around.
back.
I think it's reinforced.
That's how bad it is.
Chief's point, though, Jim. Your story.
That's
Sorry,
That's
Jim.
how bad it is.
Why
I
is
can't even walk on
Jim,
the ground of my
Jim,
own club.
You
mate.
shouldn't be on the ground. That's the point.
We hadn't even
and
started
you shouldn't eat in
training.
front of the plate. Why is the photo circulating?
I got no idea. I didn't even know it had been taken.
I
But
think
that
Wayne-
is the truth
I
of
think
the
the
story.
super snapper Wayne Ludby might have had a little lens on
So
that.
that's how ridiculous
Chief.
this
Well,
behaviour is.
So Wolf, all I'm saying is
What
you're
I don't-
worrying about
Yep.
the bona fides of North Melbourne as contender this year. Think again.
Let me just tick them all off. On the grass.
Correct.
No,
Admitted
on the
it.
boundary.
Admitted it.
No, on the boundary.
drag the coach away whilst he's in the
Correct.
middle of...
So I didn't walk on the ground because of you idiots.
In the middle of preparing for training.
Made him run 50 metres
The
to
main
that's it,
session
yeah.
before the big game.
Took a trained medical person's
Correct.
focus away
Yep.
from
Yes.
what he should be
All
focusing
because
on.
of you clowns.
So he could go and get the coach.
Correct.
And then had the temerity, because when you train and play, they wouldn't know the front row. When
no,
you're
because
training,
I never trained or played.
not at this level.
No,
when
no,
you,
at a different
when you
level.
smell food, that's the players just turn around and say, who? To be so ignorant to wander out and do that. And they would normally look around for a random sort of pitch invader from Ardenson, from the main street of Arden, and there they see the chairman.
Yeah, they thought it was a homeless man.
Exactly
down the road.
right, they
It was
did.
actually the chairman. They couldn't believe it.
That's
Nearly
extraordinary.
fell over.
So I'll tell you what I'm doing next time.
I'm speechless.
Tell you what I'm doing next time. I'm just walking straight out there.
Oh,
Chief? Sorry, Purple? Because if I'm going to cop this
Jim.
after doing everything in my power not to walk out there,
Jim.
next time I'm
Jim.
just walking
Jim.
straight out
Jim.
in the middle,
What
which
I-
is what I should be doing
Jim,
anyway.
if he's at the other end of the ground, Jim, was there any thought about perhaps walking around the fence?
Like I just
Down
said,
to the other end.
next time I'm straight out in the middle.
I'll
Because
give
if
you
I'm
some-
going to cop it anyway, I may as well do what I want. Which is what I should be
Let
doing.
your old
Disgraceful
mates
behaviour.
give you some advice.
Which is what I should be doing.
I'd-
I don't have any old mates
I'd-
in this box.
I'd give
Put him on the right path.
Only flogs.
I'd give that fearsome boxing
Times
stuff
2.
that you do on the arse quick smart, because that ain't
Times
working.
2.
And get down there half an hour earlier and just maybe do it in the offices for the 20 seconds, and then let the coach coach.
Let me tell you
Let
what
the
I
trainers
do.
train.
Next
Not
time.
not call him over
Exactly
to
what I
confirm
want.
your tea time for next Monday.
Nothing to do with the tea time.
Woeful.
Anyway, so having done the right thing and cop this, next time I'm doing whatever I want.
Now trying to call it the right thing.
The Jim has just been pointed out to me too that the players pay for that food,
Oh no!
Oh, who's telling you
Oh
that?
no!
and it's also been followed up with one that you didn't.
Yeah. Let me tell you
Wow. That's from a player too.
what
Yep.
I pay for.
Oh,
Do we want to go into this?
Yes, we do.
Do we want to go into what I
We
pay
do
for?
want to go into what you pay for.
Do you want to go into how
Look,
much a year I
Yep.
put into that
Yes,
club?
yes.
The fact you
Do
won a car at a raffle 2 years ago and put it back, forget that.
That wouldn't
Or-
count.
or-
Because that wasn't yours to start with.
Or the
wouldn't
60
cover.
grand
I
a
would-
year that I don't earn by doing the job.
I
Do
did
we want
witness
to
that
discuss that?
car winning raffle, and he did
What
put
do you
it
mean
back
the
too.
60 grand a
60
year you
grand.
don't earn?
How many
by
of
doing
our
the job?
games for a start don't I call?
Well, I'm not getting you 60 when I have to
And,
look
and,
cover for you.
and so what happens there, Chief?
I don't get the 60.
Suddenly that
cover.
just doesn't come in. I reckon I'm 100 out of pocket a year for doing this
Not
job.
like they play
So if
many
I want to
Friday
have a
night games,
sandwich,
so you're not missing any
I
of that.
reckon I'm 150
Chief,
out of pocket for covering.
if I
Double
want to
doing
have a
extra.
sandwich, I'll have one.
Listen to the arrogance. This is why they've got
That's
issues
how
down
it
at Arden
works.
Street.
That's the players have paid for
Chief,
that though.
that's your
Jeff.
biggest bomb, Chief.
The
Yeah, I love it,
players,
Chief.
the players are sending in responses
Yeah,
backing
good.
us up, Wolf.
Your
Tell
biggest
them,
bomb.
tell them to send them to me, Purple. Just
Unbelievable.
say, send
No.
any inquiries you have to Jim, and he'll handle them very smartly.
This is what happens when you've got people that have never been on that
Chief,
side of the fence.
What this does explain is some of the slow starts for the Kangaroos.
Oh,
in
yeah.
games.
Oh, yep.
What was it you
Of
wanted
course
to
it
speak
does.
to Brad Scott about?
We have a mutual appointment, and I needed to know how he was getting there and
Sheets?
what time I had to get there. No, yeah, sheets.
Couldn't have been done over the phone,
Yeah,
ladies. You
no,
couldn't have left
there's
a message for him.
He was 50 metres away, and training was 10 minutes away from starting.
They were
so
out
I
there. The
needed
players
to
were
very
out there.
quickly
The
get-
coaches were out there on the
Main
grass.
training session.
Yep.
So
So if they get beaten
Is
by
that all?
Melbourne, I know where the blame is going to go.
right.
Can we
The
milk this
players-
anymore?
The players will
That's it.
turn to their leadership and go,
Yeah.
not on.
You're on this, Jeff.
I'll leave it to the pack to
because that's
decide.
not ever happened before.
I'll leave it to the
Yeah,
pack.
when we
see-
lose, it's always my fault.
Let's see what the pack
Leave
thinks.
it to the pack to decide, and it's summed up by Tom Morris.
If another player wants to text
Warrior,
and tell
I'm
me
talking-
what...
Hang on, Wolf.
I'm talking from the pack's point of view. Tom Morris sums it up. Poor,
Yeah.
poor. Triple poor.
As the driver of the ship, do you want me
He
to
still,
leave it
he
here?
still keeps grabbing the shovel and digging.
Do you want me to leave it here, or are you done, Chief? Is that the best you got?
Warrior gave you the best advice 5 minutes ago. He said, Jim, you need to stop talking. Because all
Well,
you've done is dig a
Chief.
deeper ditch.
Let me tell you this: if I stop talking, are you going to pick up the slack?
You have basically classed yourself too good for the rest of them, above them all,
Chief,
Ate
single-handedly
their food.
floating the club from a financial perspective,
If
saying
I
you'll
stop
take
talking-
whatever you want, you'll order whoever you want to come and see you at your beck and
Only
call,
because of
and
you.
everything works on your
that's
timetable.
because of you,
Wow.
and I'm ignoring you from now on.
Lucas, I need that. Because we've just dropped a bomb here tonight.
Oh, the pack's gone nuts.
What's up, Jim?
Let's
Would you
go.
like me to keep talking?
Keep going.
Not a problem at all. Warrior, What's making news this week? What are the big issues of the last couple
Is
of
that
days?
your best? Is that the best hosting you can come up with?
What would you like
Warrior,
to- what
what's
would you like to
making the
discuss?
news this week?
At this
You
time
are
of
a
the show, Jim.
screaming dud.
At this time of the show, Jim, we normally talk
Here
about
we
the
are.
newsy issues.
No, we
I
don't.
gave you a newsy
Is this
issue.
back to the grill
I
team
gave
in the
you-
80s? We've advanced from that, Chief. Give us some more than what's going on in
All right,
football.
I'll tell
Warrior.
you what. I'll tell you what I've got, Warrior. I've got an issue down at the North Melbourne Footy Club.
Oh, again,
Another one.
You're
Well,
backing
no, we
over
just-
something that's just been discussed.
The players are starting to revolt. Middle management in the football department very unhappy with the chairman, and this is just going from bad to worse, Jim. And you're trying to put yourself
All right,
above it all.
I'm putting my programming hat on.
There it is. That's all I wanted. That's all I wanted.
I'm putting
It's
my
a bomb.
programming hat on.
Woo!
Host,
It's a
we've
bomb.
just covered that. Let's move
Done.
to the next bit.
It's costing me $200 if I have to host as well, Jim. 'cause
What
I don't
now?
get paid for hosting.
Where are we going
Well,
now?
I don't get paid for hosting, Jim.
You've just described exactly why not. If they're the two best you
Jim,
can come out
Is
with.
this all you're coming back with?
Well, let's go.
It's very slack, Jim. You want me to bring something to the table? I'll bring it. He's not happy. I think we'll chuck a nerve here.
Chief,
What's the pack feedback,
keep
Gaz?
going.
I can't. I don't want to flatten him too much. It's not been.
Chief, do you want us to get it? You want to get us to a break?
No, you go, Jim. You get the big dollars, you go.
Oh no, it's blowing up now. Purple.
He's cracked it. He's cracked it, the host.
You said to me, my best advice is to stop talking, so I'm happy to, Chief. But it means you've got to pick it up, so let's
Stop
go.
talking about this issue, Jim, because you.
Gaz, you might have to step in here.
Well,
No, we're never,
it's icy.
We've never
It's
been tight
icy,
anyway.
but there's mutual respect.
We've never been mates, so it's not a matter of being back or anything like that.
A
How's
lot
the
of
car
respect,
transaction going on?
Well, I think that's off
no,
now.
no. Well,
Is that off the table?
Well, what he's done,
The brown
I'll
Volvo?
tell you what he's done
here we go.
with his recent behaviour.
careful.
Is he's gone from 5 to 3.5. So he shed $1,500 off his price, and I don't mind that either. It helps me a little bit.
Good luck with that.
Jim,
Now,
you got some support, Jim. I'm
well,
just
of
going
course
to.
I've
I'm
got
going to
support
find him.
everywhere.
Where is he?
They're everywhere.
Just
Support.
one little
It's
nipsy.
four screen. It's four screens down.
On you, Jimmy. You're big enough to walk on the ground. That's why you're a champ.
Thank you.
And
of course,
and
but I
I
didn't
bet,
walk on
and
the
I
ground.
bet Wolf won't read this because it's against him. So there's your one,
nah,
mate.
they're
And something.
everywhere.
The other 180 you're giving it to you.
Yeah, that's because they're mates of yours.
Well, I think we'll go to a break, and
Yeah.
what we're going to do is I am going to organise a mediation, an intervention.
Are
I
you
mean.
going to help our sponsors out?
Well, yeah, give them to me. We are here tonight at
Given
the
the Chiefs
MCG.
incapable of doing it.
We are going to watch.
Well, sorry,
a
I'm not
very
reading the sheet that you've got in front of you,
interesting.
Jim.
We're here for McDonald's. For the Herald Sun, Nissan Supercoach. This is the Friday rub for McDonald's.
The only
Chiefs on fire. Triple M rocks football.
What a